Money will be watching Super Bowl 50 here on KOIN and CBS.
Very few people actually ever play in a Super Bowl. Our own Stan Brock is the exception. He played in Super Bowl 29. I sat down with Stan for a one-on-one interview, a behind-the-scenes look at what you experience when you play in America's biggest game. Take us back to the Super Bowl. What was that like when you come out of that tunnel and you're walking onto that field?
It was unreal. All the cannons going off and the fireworks. You knew how big of an event this was. You could feel it in the stadium how big of an event it was. And then having my mother and father there and you know, my whole family there, it made it that much more special.
And even more special for number 67 Stan Brock, he had played in the NFL 15 years before making it to this Super Bowl.
Coming to midfield are Charger captains John Carney, Stan Brock.
Then you're the captain of the San Diego Chargers.
Yeah, how about that? Yeah.
So you get to do the coin toss.
Yeah, kind of a funny thing. Jerry Markbright was the referee.
Captain Brock, this is the coin to be used.
So when Jerry Markbright then
This is the head.
announcing that he has the coin and this is heads and this is tail.
Hold it in the air when it's flipped.
And he says, and Captain Brock, you will make the call. And so I'm like, okay, what do you guys want? And they said, we want tails. So I called tails, and it ended up heads. So that was the beginning of the end. Yeah.
San Diego struggled with the 49ers. One thing I wanted to know, do the referees let linemen like Stan get away with more in a Super Bowl game?
It was the same as a regular game because you had to kind of feel it out. But after a while, you realize that those referees, they weren't calling anything inside unless it was just blatant or had an effect on the play.
By the fourth quarter, Stan knew his team wasn't going to win Super Bowl 29.
I'm playing. I remember I played for the New Orleans Saints when we were 0-14 and won our 15th game. And so I've been through plenty of losses, but I'm playing. There's no way I'm not giving up a sack. Nobody's going to touch my running back. That my responsibility. I'm playing. I'm locked into that game and playing. I have my mom and dad in the stands, my brothers and sisters, my wife, my kids. I'm not letting anybody down. I'm playing.
As someone who has been there on the battlefield, Stan has advice if you ever go to a Super Bowl game.
Go to all the parties, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, big party, and then get on an airplane and come home and watch it in your house. And because sitting there with those TVs, you have a bathroom right around the corner, you have your own refrigerator, you can get all the food and stuff that you want, and probably the best picture there. So take in all the events, but then watch it at home. That would be my advice for where to watch a Super Bowl.
That's great advice from someone who's played in a Super Bowl.
Yeah, watch it on KOIN. Hey, maybe besides the coin toss, is there anything else that sticks out to you when you played in that game?
Toss?
Yeah.
Lining up and playing against Ricky Jackson. Ricky Jackson is a Hall of Fame defensive end. He was my teammate for 12 of the 13 years in New Orleans. I practiced against him every day. He's a superstar, but lining up and playing against Ricky, I think of that all the time.
Okay, we got a special, we call it Super Bowl Super Brock section on our website, KOIN.com. And